We should be live, mate. I'm just double checking things this end. Oh, I think I'll pass with that. Oh, I don't want to be in that channel.
I think I'll go back to my trusty source of Google.
Has to be sometimes.
Because Formula1.com ain't loading up, so unfortunately.
Go away. I don't want to continue watching. I want... Yes, we're live. There we go. Let's have a viewer. Awesome stuff. Can hear me, can hear you. I'll also be looking on Twitch. I'll probably use Benji Buckets. If he's racing, is it Ben racing? He is indeed.
Benji is racing, he is indeed.
I'll watch his stream because it'll give me when he's live anyway. Come on, Ben, go live.
I don't even know if he's going live, to be fair.
I should be. That's him told. Put that on that. Couple of viewers. Benji Bucket. Come on, man. Who else is racing? I'll go on someone else. Fuck it. Oh, he is live now. Alright. That's that on. Right, how many we've got in? 18. Who are we waiting for, mate? Let's have a look. So we're waiting for a Aston Martin. And we are waiting for a Kick Sauber. That's one more just joined, so that's 19. With Davis.
Yep, just waiting on one more.
It is a full grid, I believe.
Yep.
It is a sprint weekend, meaning there's no qualifying. It is straight into the sprint race. The grid will be determined by reverse championship order, with reserve drivers starting at the back. I believe there are 13 full-time drivers, so the guys leading the championship, sort of Toby and I Fishers, be starting around 13th, 14th position, and it'll be reserved from there onwards.
Alright, so now it's finally decided to load up. So we're gonna go to... Where did you find the Don't worry. Just me going mad, mate. Me going mad.
You and me both. I must have gone mad, that's why I've come back to do it again after last week at Baku. Right, let me have a look at the championship at the moment. Let's see who can actually win this thing tonight. So, driver standings. Fisher's currently leading this championship on 259 points. He has got Toby behind him, 44 points behind on 215. Then you have both Boss Membrane, who is a reserve driver, and Mr. Formula One, both on 207 points, each 52 points behind the leader. All three of those can technically win this championship. It is double points on offer tonight, only for the feature race. The sprint race is just usual point system, 8 points for the winner, down to 1 point for 8th place. There is an extra point for fastest lap in the sprint race, but the feature race, double points on offer, meaning the winner will receive 70 points. So there's 78, 79, 80 points on offer. So it's between the top 4 if they're all racing. So we've got Fishers, yes he is racing, Toby is racing, Boss Membrane
I
is
think that
racing,
is everyone, is it not?
and Mr.
There we
Formula
go.
1, yeah. So there we go, we've got
Mr.
our full
Formula
grid.
1.
We've got our full grid. We've got 4 drivers fighting for this championship. We've got 12 laps of a sprint race. We've got 36 laps for the feature race at Zandvoort. We've got myself on comms with Rhino Ossie making his debut. Welcome to commentary,
Good evening,
Rhino.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, mate.
Good.
I am actually
Ready for
looking
this
forward to
final
this.
race of the season?
Certainly
The
am.
Podium division. Unfortunately, it is the last race of the season, and it is my debut on comms. What a time to make a debut on comms, isn't it? Very last race of the season.
First and last for this season. I think
Yep.
I've done 2 or 3, I think, previous to this one.
My attendance for comms on a Friday night for the Podium division is 100%, not like on my Wednesdays, when that's probably at about 30%.
Welcome to the stream, Phil.
Unfortunately.
I'm hoping for a good race, mate, but you never know. Got a few drivers readied up, and now we haven't. However, Whittleston should be the first to ready up, seeing as it's his division, he is running the show. Nobody should be readying up before him. But before we get this race started, let's have a look at this fact sheet, shall we? So according to this, we've got 14 corners, we've got 2 DRS zones,
Yep.
1 in the second sector, 1 in the final sector, crossing the start-finish straight.
Yep. The track is 4.2 kilometers long, and it also, as you said, it has 14 corners.
3 of which are banked,
So,
which is the only track on the calendar to have banked corners.
yep. And did you know I'm pretty sure it's the 4th track to have less corners. And there's only 3 other tracks that beat it, and that is Circuit Gilles Villeneuve with 13,
Canada.
Monza with 11,
Yep.
and the Red Bull Ring in Austria with 10.
10 corners. It's a relatively short lap as well, this is. The drivers will be doing sort of 1 minute, 15, 16.
So I've actually been practicing this in cockpit view today, because I've never actually driven Zandvoort on this game yet.
No.
So I'm trying to get used to cockpit view, and
Are you joining our No Assist League for next season then?
probably not, unfortunately.
You and me both, probably.
It all depends what night it is, really, because I'm usually busy Mondays to Wednesdays.
So it'd be Tuesday nights.
So then Thursdays I race in a different league called F1 RL, and then weekends is literally pretty much family time.
That's right. It's as and when I can get on at the weekend. Looking at that, we've got overcast. It's a bit cloudy.
I was going to say it looks like it's a bit overcast.
Now, looking at Benz's strategy, it does look like it's going to start raining towards probably the midpoint of the sprint race, which will make things interesting.
How are you seeing his strategy? Because I can't actually see anything at the moment.
So I've gone on Ben's stream on Twitch, and
Okay.
you can see the forecast on it.
Okay.
The forecast is showing overcast for till about 9, but we all know that the rain always comes before that. I'm expecting the rain around 5 or 6, and the majority of this sprint will be done possibly on wet tyres.
I don't suppose you've actually seen the Dutch names for each corner around here.
I have not, no.
So corner 1 is called Tarzanbocht.
I'm glad you can pronounce that.
Corner 2 is Gelachbocht.
Yeah, heard of that one. Nope.
Corner 3 is Hugenholzbocht.
Yeah. Good old Hugenholzbocht.
I'm going to say corner 4 is Hunter Rouge.
Hunter Rouge?
Yeah.
Ripping off Spa there.
So corner 5 is called Slottermakkerbocht.
Lovely.
6 and 7 is called Schivlak.
6 and 7 being sort of towards the end of sector 1, I think. 6 into 7. That's that long right-hander.
Yeah.
Dropping down the hill.
Yep, that's the one. 8 is Mastersbocht.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Turn 9 and turn 10 actually haven't got a name, I don't think, by the looks of this.
We'll call them 9 and 10 then, shall we?
Oh, no, they are actually called turn 9 and turn 10. Reading
I thought they were. See, I have done my research.
Yep. So they are literally called turn 9 and turn 10.
So turn 9, turn 10 puts us lovely into the DRS zone 1.
Turn 10 is also known as a Bocht Zondernaam.
Bocht Zondernaam.
Yeah.
Yep.
And turn 9 is formerly known as Renault Bocht.
We've got lights, Rhino. So, formation lap.
Right, here we go.
Starting on pole,
and
we've got AJ.
It genuinely looks like the track is wet already. If you see them coming off, it looks like there's spray coming off the back when they were starting up there.
The rain will come quite soon. There's a mixture of tyres going on here as well. It's almost 50-50 for soft and medium. So AJ starting on pole is starting on softs, and Alan Tucker starting alongside him in that Ferrari is starting on the mediums, with Cinders behind on softs. XDF1 Pro starts in P4 on the medium tyres. Oh, and we've got a couple of retirements from the formation lap. That's 2 drivers must have come together. They will be starting this race with cold tyres.
I think the guys on the mediums have probably got the better advantage, because I don't think those softs are going to last.
I disagree. I think the softs going until the rain comes, providing they've got to use the intermediate tyres once the rain does come. I think that it's a genius move starting on the soft. XDF1 Pro is having quite a bit of connection issues here. He's in the final corner already, and everybody else is just going around turn 13. Let's have a look at the battle for the championship. We've got Mr. Formula 1, who's starting at the front of the 4 runners, championship runners. He's starting on the mediums, with Toby and iFisher both starting on the softs, as well as Boss Membrane starting on the soft tyres. XDF1 Pro has been disqualified. He missed his grid box. Everybody else looks like they're parked alright, apart from, I'll tell you what I haven't done. I haven't turned my volume down. It's going to be too loud. Let's ride on board with Cinders.
5 laps. 5 lights.
And away we go. Cinders gets a great start. Already passing the NLM Trucker going into turn 1. Leaves plenty of room on the inside. And that move is stuck. Yellow flags are out in sector 1 already. We've got 2 cars off. We've got James Askew with no front wing, and the Angry Badger is also in the gravel, also with no front wing. My volume is just a bit loud, so I'm just going to turn it down a touch. There we go. Not a great start to his AER league racing for Angry Badger.
That's a very good start for the front 3 that are on softs.
NLM Trucker has just gone wide.
Yep.
Let's have a look. Oliver Whittleston makes it up into P2 already. He is having a stormer, which is expected, to be fair. XDF1 Pro retires from the session. Where is he retired? That is
a bit unfortunate, really, because he is actually a very quick driver as well, to be fair.
On this game, he has really improved on this game, so it is not very good to see him. I do believe that's due to internet connection. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Oliver Whittleston goes for a move down the inside.
Dive down the middle. Has he got to hold it?
That move is stuck.
Yep, that's a great move.
He has left the door open for Toby.
As well.
Yeah, Toby makes a move through turn 2 into 3, and that move is done. So at the minute, Toby looks like he'll be leading this championship. Where's the rest of them?
7 and 8. Fishers is closing in on Knowing Light.
Yes, he is the next one in the championship battle. He's in P8 at this moment in time. So they're both in the points. Toby will be earning himself 7 points at the moment, while iFisher will be earning 1. That will cut the lead of the championship down. DRS should be activated this lap.
Fishers is going for the move up the inside.
He's got the overlap on Knowing Light. He is on the outside.
Hold it.
Oh, Knowing Light just runs him out.
Close.
Nowhere to go, and Fisher's rightly so backed out of it. He will get DRS down the main straight though, as we go around turn 13 into 14, get that DRS wide open. Oliver Whittleston picks up the fastest lap.
Here comes the DRS, and yeah, that Ferrari's got a lot of speed behind it. Knowing's used that wisely, to be fair.
It was too far back to actually put a move on in there.
Yeah.
But we have got PJ8 putting a move on Cinders.
Knowing Light's going around the outside on Cinders.
Beautiful move on the outside for PJ.
Oh, there's a bit of collision. There's a bit of contact. Knowing Light's through past Cinders. Fishers is going up the roof. Nice move.
Cinders is losing out here. 1 past him, and then 4 or 5. And before he knows it, he's P10 and he's out of them points. We've got a Ferrari off the road. That is Trucker again. That's twice he's done that at the same corner. And we're only on lap 3. Let's move back to the front of this race. We've got Oliver Whittleston and Toby, who are just pulling away from the rest of the pack. We've got 3.5 seconds between AJ and Toby. Toby's going to get that DRS open. Looking like he's going to put a move on Oliver into turn 1. And that is slammed dunk.
Fisher's on a move on PJH as well for 5th. Going on the outside. Just got to make that hold. PJH going back for it. And Fishers has made that hold. Nice.
Lovely move there. So Fishers moves up into P5. He's chasing Toby as fast as he can. Let's just have a look where the other 2 championship contenders are. We've got Benji Bucket has just passed Mr. Formula 1 for P11, and he also passed Cinders. So Mr. Formula 1's currently in P12, all over the back of Mr. Cinders. Be looking for a way past him. And we've got Boss Membrane down in P17. That's not usual.
I've just seen a few drops.
I knew you was going to say that because I saw them too. Oliver Whittleston pass over Toby with DRS and retakes the lead of this race. The rain is here, boys. I did say about lap 6.
I'm pretty sure it was corner 7 or 8, 9 maybe.
Well,
It's it's the long left hand before the DRS. That's where I saw the rain.
Yes. No, it's 9 and 10.
Yep.
Toby just retakes the lead down the start finish, moving on to lap 5. It is definitely raining. I can see
it's
spots all
raining
over
now.
this track.
I think they're gonna have to. I think this track's gonna get wet pretty quickly.
Oh, we got a Stringy B off the track, looking down the inside of AJ, and that didn't work. But now he has eye fishers all over the back of him. Stringy B has got no ARS left, is flashing, and eye fishers makes that move. That is a lovely move coming out of sector 1.
Knowing Light battling PJH down in 6th. There's
They
a
have mini
three-way battle
all over the back of him too.
Yep, three-way battle. Oh, and even Lewis is coming in as well for that little battle as well.
Oliver Whittleston retakes the lead again down that first DRS straight coming out of turn 10. The only problem is this will give Toby DRS down the main straight and will probably take that position back. Yep. I'll ride on board with Toby now. Looks down the inside. Oliver Whittleston knows that he can't fight that, and that's slam dunk again.
I think this battle for first and second is going to be a bit on and off for the rest of the race, to be fair.
I believe
like they keep on going on DRS zone after DRS zone. That was a lot of rain coming down on that first corner.
Mini Platt is in. He's got a 10-second time penalty for speeding, and he's the first to put the inters.
Looking on Toby's screen is actually wet, not wet weather for tyres, but it looks like it's definitely coming down.
The crossover point for me is when the DRS disabled notice comes up. I do think
there's a lot of rain coming down on the track though. If you take a look at Toby Gaming, look at Toby Gaming's TV pod. It is.
Will Askew has just done a fastest lap of 2 seconds, 2.8 seconds.
2.8 seconds. That's a new one. That is.
Fastest lap. Oh no, it's a 1 minute 11.9. it did say on my screen it was 2 seconds. Oliver Whittleston looks down the inside of turn 1 to put a move on to Toby. Toby looks like he can hold it round the outside, and Oliver Whittleston's still there going into turn 2. That move is done.
Good move, that. Very
nice move. Clean driving from both drivers.
Fishers has made a massive. His race has gone very well, to be fair, for the sprint.
It certainly
considering his position he started in.
He is now. Will Askew is retired.
That is retired.
That is a retirement on track. That is something we do not allow. And that will be a race ban for Will Askew. Unfortunately, that fastest lap will not count either. So we'll have to look for the next fastest.
So I don't understand why he's done that.
Because he's down the back of the field, I would imagine. Anyway, back to the front runners. Yep. We've got another driver on intermediate tyres in Cinders.
So we've actually got Fishers coming around that last corner now, and he's 5 seconds behind Toby Gaming and Oliver.
I've just got to send Callum an invite, sorry mate.
If they keep battling, Fishers has actually got a chance to close the gap on them if they keep on battling each other.
You're right, mate. You're right, it's 5.5 seconds behind with 4 laps to go.
Which is loads of time. Plenty of laps as well.
He just needs to. He has a comfortable lead in the championship. He just needs to finish close to Toby, and it will be all his. As things stand, Toby will earn 8 points with Fishers earning 6. That will close the gap to 42 points. If they both have a good
if Toby was to win the feature race, then that would basically all but classify it.
Yeah. PJH is falling down. He has had a moment coming out of turn 10.
The thing is, Oliver is also doing Fishers a favour by battling Toby for that first place.
Let's have a look at position changes. Who we got? So Oliver's moved up 8 positions make that 7 now. Toby's just overtook him. Toby's up 11 positions with I Fisher's up 10. AJ has dropped down 3 positions with Benji Bucket up 14. He's the biggest gainer so far. Lewis V02 is up 4, Stringy B up 1, and Mr. Formula up 3. Then you've got PJ, H, NLM, Mr. Graham, Bexon Boy, all drop positions. The biggest loser at the moment is Cinders, who's lost 12 positions.
It's actually XDF1 Pro, but obviously he's not racing, unfortunately.
That is true.
But for actual races, it is Cinders. I don't know whether it was just a bit of contact or he's got no front wing or anything, but it's just unfortunate.
It is. But we move on, and I'm back to the battle for the lead here. We've got Oliver still chasing Toby. DRS is wide open on the final corner. It will make this move again down into turn 1. It's like the copy and paste every lap.
Yeah, every single lap.
Toby has hung this one out round the outside though. That was unexpected. Oliver keeps it tight down the inside as they go into turn 2, and Oliver backs out of it. Toby actually keeps hold of that position.
That is very good racing by the pair of them.
Fantastic to watch. While that's all happening, iFish is just dropping back a little bit now. That gap is now nearly 6 seconds. It was 5.5 the last time I looked.
I think he's just gonna try and take it cautious and just see the car home at this state.
And who'd blame him? There's no point pushing. He's likely to make mistakes if he pushes it too hard.
All he's got to do is just keep this tempo going and just bring the car home.
Correct. I'll move back to the front.
Benji Bucket is up to 5th. That's a great drive from him as well.
It certainly is. I believe he started 19th.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah. Not only is he 5th, but he is catching AJ for P4 at a rate of knots. He just took 2 tenths out of him in one corner. This is a fantastic drive from Benji. If he keeps this up, he might have DRS for the final half a lap.
I think he will.
It's like we're on lap 11 now of 12. It's the penultimate lap. We've got Oliver Whittleston currently winning this race with Toby chasing him down. No doubt those positions will change at the end of this lap, and then we'll see how it is onto the final lap.
Benji's just dropped out a little bit.
And Alan Tucker retires in the pits. See, I don't understand this, because the result of the sprint race determines the grid for the feature race. You've just done 11 laps in your P10. You might as well just hold it on so you've got a better starting position for the feature race. As it is, he's going to start P18 now. Doesn't make no sense.
You've got the 2 kick drivers both chasing each other down as well.
Oliver's just managed to pull a bit of a gap this lap. He's got 7 tenths on Toby coming onto this final straight. Will Toby be able to make that gap up and make the move into turn 1? I'm not so sure.
I think it is too much.
It is too much. And as we arrive at turn 1, he's on the back doors of Oliver, but he's not managed to put a move on him. It's one more lap now. Was that strategic?
We've actually got Benji. Benji is chasing down A. Norris now. He's cut that gap by a second and a half.
He has, and he's
last lap.
He's all over the back of AJ now. But then again, he's got
Lewis as well,
right behind him. So this has got a 3-way battle here for P4.
It's literally going to be a 1-lap shootout for the 3 of them.
Just riding on board with Benji Bucket as we go through turn 7. As he's chasing AJ down. Will he be thinking of putting a move on him down this DRS straight here, or will he hold back?
I think he's gonna tuck it in the inside.
Yeah, I think he has to put the move on him here. AJ has a moment coming out of that corner.
Here's a moment.
That allows Benji to get a great exit, put the move on him.
Lewis might go for it as well. No.
Oh, and Benji gets a tap
Oh,
from AJ.
Benji!
Holds it well.
Wow.
He holds
Lewis
it
has
there.
passed A. Norris as well.
Oliver Whittleston wins this sprint race with Toby finishing P2. I Fishers comes across the line in P3. Benji Bucket
What
looks
a
like
battle
he's
for
going to
fourth.
take P4 on the final lap away from AJ. AJ must be fuming.
What a
Managers
battle
held
for
on for
fourth that is.
P5. Lewis finishes in P6. Mr. Formula in P7. He earns himself 2 points towards the championship fight. Stringy B finishes the final point scorer in P8. Got 2 Aston Martins and Mr. Gray and Bexham Boy round out the top 10. Bexham Boy will be happy with that. He's beat his friend Boss Membrane, who must have boxed because he only did 11 laps on those softs. So he must have boxed lap 1. That
Yeah,
if so, that's a good recovery.
Yeah, he pitted after the first lap, I believe.
PJH, Mini Platters and Cinders come home 12, 13 and 14th. They took a gamble to take the intermediate tyres and it didn't pay off. James Askew P15, knowing I also gambled with the intermediates. And
to be fair, when the rain started coming down, I thought, oh yeah, this is going to make it interesting, and we're going to have the track's going to get wet a lot quicker than it was, and to go that length on the softs on the track like that, obviously the track didn't dry out didn't get wet as we thought it was going to.
No, it didn't. No. So there we go. There's your classification. Oliver Littlestone wins the sprint race and earns 8 points. Toby Gaming finishes P2 with I Fishers P3. Benji Bucket finished P4. AJ and Lewis, the 2 Red Bulls, finished 5th and 6th. Then it's 2 Kicksauers in Formula 1 and Stringy B. Then 2 Aston Martins of Mr. Gray and Bexham Boy. Boss Membrane in P11. PJH, Mini Platters and Cinders 12, 13 and 14 on intermediate tyres. James Askew in 15th. Connor finishes P16, and Angry Badger was our final finisher in P17.
That was actually a very, very good sprint race from everyone, to be fair.
I enjoyed that sprint race. Only 3 retirements. One of those was on track. I'm not too happy about that. Trucker, I don't understand why he retired. Right, so why has Oliver left the session? He's doing it all wrong.
He said that he's got a lobby reset apparently or something.
Yeah, so you have to reset for the feature race, but all you have to do is retire from the feature. It sends you all back to lobby, and then you just alter the settings. Wow,
maybe he doesn't know that.
Yeah, I thought I told him. But it looks like me
It's
and you
good.
will both be getting invites as well for the new lobby.
Yeah, that's all good. I've got Benji asking what the stream is. Is it just AER on Twitch or?
Oh, do you know what? I normally share it and I forgot to. Let me just copy the link and I will share it.
Right, I'm just going to quickly go and get a drink whilst Oliver Wilson just sets this lobby up so we can get back in.
Okay, mate.
So I will be back. Give me 2 seconds.
No problem. It looks like I'm going to have to leave this session and wait for my new invite towards the new lobby. I'm just going to share about the Ben, I really enjoyed that from you, mate. You drove a fantastic race. Well done. Probably one of your best that I've seen you race, to be fair. Shit sprint. It was a good sprint race, mate. I have your stream up, Ben, on Twitch. I've got it on my MacBook just next to me, so I was keeping my eye on you. Welcome to the stream, everybody. F1 hour. Don't you be in here watching this, mate. I know you did. I saw it. There was 4 of you that gambled for the Inter's tyres. It was yourself, PJH, Knowing Light, and I can't remember. Oh, it was Cinders. All gambled for the Inter's tyres, and it didn't work, unfortunately, boys.
Right, so I'm back. I've just had
Welcome back. Have you had an invite? I can send you an invite to the lobby if you need. Rhino, let's see. I thought it was going to get wet enough for the Inter's tyres. I'm not going to lie, mate. I was quite shocked that it stayed dry.
Yeah, whenever I've raced that track, it's always like a couple of laps of rain, and it's just got instantly, pretty much.
We've actually got the Friday Podium Division commentator watching this stream, Rhino. So we've got a lot to live up to now.
Oh, okay. I see. Who is the commentator normally?
So it's F1ology. Very good commentator. We're very pleased to have him on board the commentary team.
Who's Oliver? Yes, there we go.
19 drivers. Who are we waiting for? You need to be a spectator. I know. Where are you going? Oh, you're
I am here.
Yeah, it's alright. I thought you'd disappeared off my list.
No.
Toby, choose your car, mate, and then we can get going. So that with that, we've had 12 laps of a sprint race. It was a very good sprint race. We only lost 3 drivers. We had 0 safety cars. 1 retirement on track. Not happy about that. We'll ask you. XDF1, I assume he retired due to connection issues because he was lagging on the formation lap.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
And then we had
Let's hope that his connection holds out.
Trucker retired in the pits, and I just can't understand why he would do that. There was no need for it. It was in a comfy P10. It would have been starting this feature race in 10th position, where now we'll be starting 18th.
Well, Stringy needs to select his car, does he not?
Yeah, he's gone spectator.
He's currently gone spectator.
Get out, Stringy. Get on that track. You're not sitting in this comms room where we've got aircon on. Right, just having a look. We should be about going. Oliver's not readied up yet, so we're not going yet. Got a few impatient lads readying up. Come on, Oliver, we've got us full grid, mate. I'm losing viewers here. I had 11 to start with. We're back down to 4. If you are still with us, thank you for staying. Right, looks like we're going. We've got some green ticks. That means we're getting ready to start this lobby. The countdown started, so it's looking good. Right, here we go. Let's get into it. I wonder what the weather's going to be like for the feature race. Kind of hoping for more of the same. Let's have some changing conditions and just switch it up just a little bit. Either dry to wets or wets to dry will do me.
I would actually love for a bit of rain in this race.
Yeah, you and me both, mate. So it's looking sunshine. So nice and sunny so far. Let's just have a look on Ben's screen. Yeah, and it's sunny all race. Unfortunately, so we've got no changing conditions. That's a shame. I imagine the drivers are happy about that though.
I would have said so.
So what we're
Although
thinking,
it would have made for an interesting race because it would
alright,
have slowed them down.
yeah, you're right. I'm just having a look what strategies it's saying. So it looks like medium hard or soft hard. Looks like a decent strategy. Don't forget to put your setups on, boys.
I think around here, personally, I would be going soft hard, and yeah, I'd probably go soft hard to be fair.
Well, let's be honest right now. We've just watched the softs do 12 laps quite comfortably.
That's it. Yeah.
So I think a soft hard would be a good strategy today.
Yep.
And the thing is, you'll have another set of softs anyway. If later on, towards the end of the race, say lap 22, 23,
Yep.
we have a safety car, you just bang the softs on again to finish the race. Just giving it a few minutes just so everybody's got time to put a setup on. Let everybody have time to sort the strategy out, what they're going to do fuel wise, what tyres are going to start this race on and finish it on. See if there's anybody driver out there that can do what Lando did on Sunday.
That was a very, very good drive by Lando Norris, to be fair. Considering the start that he had, it wasn't a great start, to be fair.
He's not the best at
Like
race starts.
No.
As soon as he puts it on pole, you just know that by turn 1 he will be P2 or worse.
Yeah.
If he gets his head round race starts, then it could be a bit better for him. But he did it the hard way. He made that pass on Max.
Yep.
And just cruised away to victory. Did it surprise you, Rhino? Because it did me.
What's that, mate? Sorry?
The fact that Lando was able to just walk away with it the way he did. Here we go.
I don't know really because he's looked very, very quick all season.
Yeah,
And I don't know whether Max had a problem with his car or anything, but they was trying to. It seemed as if they was keeping that a little bit hush hush, but
yeah.
they didn't really. When Lando overtook Verstappen, it was like they didn't really. I don't want to say don't really care, but
No, they
I
didn't
don't
put up too
know.
much of a
There's
fight,
something.
did they?
That's it. That's what I was trying to get out, and
They
I couldn't
didn't.
even get it out.
They didn't make it easy for him, but they didn't fight it too much.
Yeah.
Probably knew that it was inevitable that pass was going to happen. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens here tonight then. So we've got a real mixture of tyre strategies going on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 drivers starting this race on soft tyres, including pole sitter Oliver Whittleston. The majority of them are medium tyres, but we do have 3 hard runners in AJ, PJH and Trucker. I'm quite surprised that somebody started this race on hard tyres. I'd not expect
Yeah.
that. Where is Oliver going?
What is Oliver going? What's that all about?
Doesn't want clean tyres. Confident with his
Obviously
race
not.
starts on soft tyres.
Maybe wants a bit of dirt on his tyres so he can drift it around that first corner.
Make that Haas as wide as possible. So who's the first to disqualify this time? Let's have a look.
I don't know. What are we going with? How many safety cars? Hopefully none.
I'm going to say 2, but I hope there's none.
I hope there's none.
There we go. Lewis in the Red Bull disqualified. So he will start this race on cold medium tyres. I am going to ride on board with Benji Bucket. Right, here we go. We have got 5 red lights.
It's lights out.
And away we go. It's a good start from Oliver. He has gone.
Yeah. Maybe that's why he wanted to get that bit of dirt on his tyres, see?
It worked, whatever it were.
It did work.
But we've got Benji Bucket managed to keep his 4th place. Turn 1 was a lot cleaner this time. Everybody seems to have front wings. Everybody still seems to be going.
I've got a feeling we're going to be in for a top 5 battle for P1 for the whole race.
I would normally agree with you, but you've got Formula in 10th, Boss Membrane, who's just moved up to P12 on the inside of Connor. Connor hangs it around the outside though. Oh, and we've got some. Was that damage?
The kick of Stringy nearly spun it.
I saw something fly. Now I don't know whether that was a brake marker board or front wing, but I did see something. And we've got Bexham Boy round. Toby, who started this race in P10, has now dropped down to the back of the grid. That's unfortunate. Oliver Whittleston, on the other hand, has pulled a 2nd gap on Toby. Now, if Toby can't catch that...
I know it's only 1 lap into the race, but it is the top... I'm going to say the top 9, 10. They are bunched fairly.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the gap between Mr. Gray Lewis and A. Norris, but at the same time, I think as long as A. Norris keeps up with 6th, 5th, and 4th,
yeah,
and keeps that, then he'll be all right in them hards because they'll kick in probably. I'm going to say 5 laps time.
Yeah, I was about to say about lap 6 or 7, and we've got a McLaren round. That is Knowing Light, and he's lost an end plate. Where is Knowing Light? He is now P19.
No, 19.
He's got right.
That is unfortunate because he was up to 9th.
He was doing really well. James Askew has just overtook his brother Will Askew for P12 and keeps that position. Oliver Whittleston in the meantime sets another fastest lap, stretches that gap out to 1.4 seconds.
He is heading really, really quick.
He wants to win this. We have got I Fishers on the back of Toby, and we've got yellow flags in sector 1. Just looking, that seems to have cleared itself up. Boss Membrane, meanwhile, made two positions up to P11. Make that P10 because Mini Plattis must have had a moment. He has no end plates, so he has been in the wars. That front wing has had better days. Boss Membrane still picking up those positions. He is now P9. That is 3 positions through sector 1.
That's a crazy amount, to be fair.
We've got Benji Bucket still running around in P4 comfortably. 2 seconds behind iFishers, but he is 1.8 seconds in front of Lewis. More importantly, PJH and Stringy B just fighting bits out. As Stringy B gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. He has wing damage. So does NLM Trucker. This is looking a bit scruffy here. Just calm it down, boys. You can race a lot better than this. Who heads to the pits? And that is Stringy B heads to the pits. And that is surely going to be a new front wing and hard tyres. Now back to the front. Oliver seems to be cruising away with us at the minute. 1.4 seconds ahead. Just keeping that gap where it is.
New front wing being put on for Stringy B.
Well, he has had a new wing then. And he goes on to medium tyres again. So he will be stopping again in this race.
Yeah, that's a strange decision. I would have probably put on the hards, to be fair.
Yeah, I think I would have. Boss Membrane looks up the inside of AJ before we get to the DRS. Boss Membrane gets DRS.
Just had a little squeaky bum time.
And picks up P7. As I say that, XDF1 Pro also makes it past A. Norris.
Oh, there's carnage behind Will Askew and James, is it?
Yeah, James, the brothers.
Yeah, they've collided with each other.
More contact. Cinder's looking at the back of Mini Plattis. Mini Plattis goes defensive, then opens the door. Runs wide, allowing Cinders to get a look up the inside, but Mini Plattis keep hold of that position. And Arm Trucker speeding in the pits again. That's another 10 second penalty.
I think that could be a retirement right there.
He's still at it.
Still going.
F1 Pro puts a move on Mr. Gray up the inside. That is a very brave move through that corner. That's a fast right-hander. And he manages to stick it on the apex, up the inside of Mr. Gray, and see you later. Let me chase Boss Membrane, he said.
So we've got Oliver Whittleston just out in front. He's out of the DRS.
And safety car.
Toby. Safety car for... Trucker put it in the wall.
Trucker has got no front wheel. Now it retires him.
No front wing.
Now it retires him. It took a while to retire him, that's all.
So now...
what happened to Toby? Oh, Toby's boxed. Oh, this is going to work out lovely for Toby. Toby boxed.
For Toby, yep.
But he has gone on to mediums again. That's his second set of mediums, so...
Unless he's going medium, soft.
He must do, but now... This is a shame because Oliver should have boxed. Unless he didn't have time. Because now he's stuck behind the safety car.
Possibly.
He's going to lose a few positions. There's a lot of action going on in the pits. A lot of drivers going onto hard tyres, taking it to the end.
I think that's the right choice. I think going onto the hards
correct
is probably the correct choice because obviously once the cars are all bunched up behind the safety car, you're gonna have Oliver pitting, you're gonna have Fishers pitting, Benji's gonna be pitting, Toby's pitted, so he'll be okay for the time being.
I personally think Oliver will have to pit, but I don't think Fishers and Benji will pit. They're on the medium tyres that have only done 5 laps.
Yeah, they'll probably last another 10 laps.
Yeah. I think they'll stick it out, those two, because they're going to lose too many positions. If you look,
Yeah, I'm just saying, because obviously you've got the guys that have pitted for hards. You're gonna have
yeah.
them front four all having to pit.
So
Sorry,
Toby,
not front four, front three.
Oliver doesn't pit. None of the front three are boxed. AJ stays out, and so does PJ. So that's it. Oliver's probably missed the boat there. He will
The
be
only thing that
kicking
I can
himself.
think is probably Oliver's actually managed to save his tyres, and they're okay.
He did.
But he has been on them for 6 laps.
He has,
So
and that's sort of that's half a sprint. So
yeah,
they will be. I imagine they're going to be like, I don't know, 20% one, maybe. I thought he missed an opportunity there to box, and I think it was the wrong decision to stay out. But we'll see what happens later on in this race. You see, Oliver could also be hoping that the two guys behind him, I Fishers and Benji Bucket, will hold Toby up, allowing Oliver just to create a gap again and have that comfy lead.
That is true. That is very true, to be fair. The fact that he could just create the gap that's needed for that pit stop.
Original strategies have gone out the window, and we'll see what happens from here on in.
I think Toby's in with a good chance right now, especially with
fresh medium tyres.
I'm surprised that he's gone for the mediums. I'm surprised he's gone for the mediums again.
He must box again, because he started on the mediums. He's on the mediums again. So he is going to have to box again. Safety car is coming in this lap. That's a really late call from the safety car. Let's ride on board with Toby and watch the safety car restart.
Let's see when Oliver's going to get us underway again.
He's going to back this field right up. And he goes. He's gone.
And he's gone.
I Fishers gets a great reaction. Benji Bucket was asleep and Toby reacted very well. Cannot put a move on him until they cross the line, which they have done now. That move is done into turn 1, and it's P3 for Toby.
That's a great move. Great move by Toby. It's unlucky by Benji.
The rest of the field,
I think he was just trying to get some more warmth into his tyres.
Yeah.
And not realise.
He didn't expect Oliver to go then. Like me, I thought Oliver was going to hold it till a bit later on. But no, there we go. So Oliver retains the lead of this race. Only 7 tenths separates him and Fishers.
We've got Toby on mediums for 2 laps. We've got the 2-lap mediums. Sorry. We've got Lewis on 2-lap hards. Boss Membrane on 2-lap hards. XDF1 Pro on 2-lap mediums. Mr. Gray on 2-lap mediums. Mini Platis on 2-lap hards. 12th down to 16th, 2-lap mediums. Bexon Boy on 2-lap hards. Stringy Bees on 4-lap mediums, which I'm surprised about. Which I suppose he went in for a front wing.
He did, yeah.
So it's understandable. And then we've got Cinders and Bexon Boy on 2-lap hards.
That's right.
And then we've got Oliver and Fishers. Sorry, yeah, Oliver on 8-lap softs. Fishers, Benji, A Norris, and PJH. Fishers and Benji on 8-lap medium. And we've got Norris and PJH on 8-lap hards. This is going to be close, I reckon.
There's so many strategies out there just at the minute.
Oh yeah.
Oliver just had a bit of a moment through that corner.
The fact that Toby's made it up to second already, and he's 200th of a second behind Oliver on 3-lap mediums, is very, very promising.
DRS is activated this lap. That wing will open now. He's a bit far back to make the move into this corner, but surely this will be slam dunk into turn 1. I'm just riding on board with Toby now. I'm watching the back of that Haas, and it is everywhere.
Yep.
Oliver is really struggling on those tyres.
I think he might be coming in now. Oh wow. Okay.
Now he stays out. Toby takes the lead of this race, and I'm guessing he'll pull away now. He'll do what Oliver did at the start of this race, and he will move on. PJH makes the moves on AJ. That move is stuck. AJ drops down to P6. Now PJH moves up to P5. XDF1 Pro is now all over the back of AJ. Gets down the inside in turn 3. Got the overlap on him. Now it's a drag race up until the next braking zone, which is into 7, but it's not because AJ backs out of it. XD makes that move and he is now in P6.
Oliver's just had a massive lock up into turn 8 before the DRS.
Yeah.
The lock up just before and again.
XDF1 Pro looking down the outside of PJH down that DRS straight, and that is moved on even before the braking zone.
This is a question. This is a question for you.
Go on.
So, have you raced with ABS off?
I've tried before, yeah.
You know where if you're watching Oliver,
yeah,
so to speak, and you see him lock up 9 on every corner.
Yeah.
Is that a thing that he does on purpose, or is it just trail braking?
No, it's not. No, it'll be trail braking. It's a glitch with spectating. That those with ABS off, it tends to show the spectators that he's locking up when actually it's not every time.
Okay.
We've got yellow flags in sector 1. That is Mr. Formula. Dropped right down the field. Oh, Bexon Boy had to just avoid him there. There was nothing Mr. Formula could do. Well, that drops him down to P19. And he is a long shot now for him to take this Drivers' Championship. He has got 25 laps to make it up there. And he has got to hope for a miracle.
Just want to say thank you for clarifying that for me. Cause
it is a bit... it does make
it just looked like he was locking up every single corner. So I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, no, it's alright. Toby Gaming takes fastest lap of the race.
We've got Oliver in the pits. Oliver has now got in pits.
Yeah, those tyres will have been
hard on.
Just riding on board. Let's have a look. Now it's mediums.
He's actually for mediums.
Well, that does
he reckon he can last these mediums for the last 24 laps?
It does look like that. So I'm just watching, they've got a 3-way battle here for 5th, 6th and 7th in PJH, Mini Plattis and Will Askew. Will Askew puts it round the outside of Mini Plattis, but Mini Plattis brings it back down the inside and makes that move stick. That is beautiful.
That is some cojones.
I'm just going to stick with this battle just at the moment as we get onto this DRS straight. Mini Plattis has a bit of a wobble on entry.
Coming up behind him as well.
And Will Askew gets that overlap on the outside, but he can't do nothing about it. Mini Plattis keeps 6th position. Will Askew will have to settle for 7th for now, but Mini Plattis gets another wobble, and that overlaps there again.
Oh, he's just cut off Will Askew.
Well within his rights. Yep. I'm quite surprised that Will Askew backed out of that. On previous races, he would not have. But Mini Plattis, instead of losing one to Will Askew, he gains one on PJ.
Damage to the McLaren.
That was...
Will Askew's just taken front left damage.
And spins it coming out of turn 1, hits the wall, and that is his wing finished. Drops him down to P13 with front wing damage.
I think he's going down to P19 at this rate.
I think he will be. That was an unsafe rejoin, if ever I've seen one. Cinders had to make avoiding action.
Don't know whether that was just a bit of aggressiveness coming out of him then, or it was just the fact that it was a battle to get into that position to then take, what was it, 5th?
Yeah, he was frustrated that he was fighting Mini Plattis for 6th position.
Yeah. And
then Mini Plattis goes and takes 5th instead. It's great driving from Mini Plattis.
Oh, Mini Plattis gone.
No.
Oh, he's just taken the boards out on the grass.
Oh.
For last corner.
He's lucky there. He manages to keep hold of P5.
He was very, very close to losing it then.
I'm just watching the battle. Here we've got Lewis who just overtook PJH for P6. That is on hard tyres versus hard tyres.
Yeah. 13 laps hard as well.
Connor, knowing I, is now looking at the back of that Mercedes, seeing if he can put the same move on.
Toby in P1 has just gone.
That's fresh tyres for you. We've got a nice little battle at the back of the grid here. We've got Bexham Boy, Cinders, and now Mr. Formula 1 joins in. Mr. Formula 1 makes it look easy passing Cinders.
That was a nice move on Cinders, to be fair.
And now he's looking at the back of that Aston Martin. Can he get past Bexham Boy pretty quick? Obviously, Mr. Formula being on fresh tyres after taking his wing off a bit earlier on in the race. As we say that, I'm just going to watch XDF1 Pro is now within DRS on Benji Bucket. Is he going to look at taking that third place away from Benji? Here we go down into turn 1, but he is too far back to make that move. Yeah, he is. So it'll be another lap for him before he can do anything about that one. PJH still keeps P7. Connor not able to take that position away.
And Mr. Formula 1 with a DRS. He's gone up the inside of Bexham Boy. No. Wow, he kept out of it.
But then he gets a great exit off of turn 1 and got the overlap. Oh, through turn 2, Bexham Boy manages just to keep it, but Mr. Formula holds it round the outside of turn 3.
That's a great move.
And that move has stuck. That is beautiful. Mr. Formula 1 overtakes Bexham Boy for P15 and is now staring at the back of his teammate, Stringy B. The overspeed to catch him there was unbelievable. Stringy B does have wing damage though. Front right end plate is missing.
Very good move. Very good move by Mr. Formula 1.
Just going to move myself back up to P4, P3, P4. XDF1 Pro gets that wing open again. Looks down the inside of Benjamin, and that move is done.
Oliver very, very, very nearly took his front wing off on James Askew then.
James Askew also has wing damage. Very close. Front right end plate missing. He's looking at the back of that.
Hold off for a bit then.
Oh, dives down the inside, makes that move. Mr. Gray sort of moved out of his way.
The others as well. Mr. Gray.
2 in 1, but James Askew thought was buying into this as well through turn 2, but he didn't make that move stick, and instead Oliver takes P11. James Askew stays where he were in P13. Great move there by Oliver. I'm just interested here with Connor. He's just tucked up behind PJH here. He will get DRS again, but then again so will PJH because he's within a second of Lewis in front. Maybe that is helping him defend that position to Connor.
I've got a funny feeling these hards are going to start dropping off very, very soon.
We're 17 laps into this race. Is there any drivers?
Toby is now pitted for hards. Toby is pitted for hards. No, full well that the guys on the mediums ahead of him will have to pit again. So
that's true.
That's a very, very good move by Toby.
Unless we have a safety car, that is a great.
Oh, that changes the whole complex then, doesn't it? Really?
Certainly will. Got Toby staring at the back of that Haas. I imagine that guy's sick of looking at the Haas. We've got yellow flags in sector 1. That's PJH. What has happened? He's lost his front wing. He must have had a moment.
Lost his front wing completely.
Yeah. So that'll be boxing for PJH. Was that done all on his own though? Or was there anybody else? I imagine Connor, knowing Light was involved in that. He was tucked up behind PJH. Connor also has wing damage. It looks like
Knowing Light's got front left-hand wing damage.
He's got no end plates. He has.
Yep. So that, yeah.
Maybe them two were involved in something. Toby takes P4 away from Mini Plattis on those fresh
Toby is now up to P2.
XDF1 Pro and Benji Bucket have both boxed. They are coming out on fresh hard tyres. Connor's got 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
So we've got Oliver Whittleston back up to 5th after dropping all the way down to 19th.
It's going to be a big ask to take them tyres to the end of the race.
He is on the back of Lewis.
Connor retired
He's just
from
trying
the
to hold
race.
off on those 12 lap hards. Got another yellow flag.
It's Connor retired in the pits. However, Whittleston gets the drive off of that corner. DRS wide open and overtakes that Red Bull for P5. So we've got Haas cars in P3 and P4 now. iFishers comes into the pits to get off those medium tyres. Those mediums have done 8.5 of the race. What tyres does he go to? He's taking the hards. Where will this bring him out? It's going to bring him out in P5 or even P6. I'm just looking where XD Pro is, and no. So iFishers comes out the pits in P8. He is behind James, AJ, and Andrew
We've got
Badger.
a battle for 11th and 12th. Benji Buckets and Mr. Formula 1.
We've got Will Askew going really. No, it's not. Why is Connor's car still going around the track?
I was going to say, why have we still got yellow flags flashing?
It's Connor's car is still going around the track even though it retired in the pits. So as the lobby must have glitched. That's a bit strange. However, Whittleston will be in DRS range.
Mr. Gray has just made a move on Fishers. Fishers has made that move back.
More importantly, XDF1 Pro is in front of iFishers. Mini Plattis moves over, lets his teammate Oliver Whittleston pass down the main straight. Knows that he can't fight that, just lets him pass. What happened to iFishers?
I think that yellow plug is just a lobby. Oh! And A. Norris has just spun it on the first corner, coming out from literally took the first corner and he's just spun. I think it's those 19 lap hards that he's on. I think they've come to their ends right now, to be fair.
Yeah, I think you're right. But surely it's time to get off those tyres now, go put something else on.
Yeah, I think so. I'd probably be putting the mediums on now, to be fair.
Knowing Light's car come back in the pits and it's come back out again.
Oh.
that car is just going around the track. So, no, it's stopped on track now.
It's stopped on track now.
Stopped at turn 2. So that will disappear in a minute.
I hope the game...
And it's gone.
Right, it's gone.
Lovely.
Right, here we go.
Back to racing. So iFishers has just made a move on AJ as all that was happening. iFishers now moves up to P8.
Oliver Whittleston is up into second from pitting and going to last. He has worked his way back to second and he is now slowly catching Toby.
He is. He's 2.5 seconds behind. The problem is, those medium tyres have already done 9 laps.
Yep.
And we've got another 15 to go.
I think Mini Plattis and Lewis, and they're going to have to pit. Angry Badger's going to have to pit.
Yes.
Obviously Norris, his tyres have shot.
James Askew will be pitting.
James Askew, you'll have to pit as well, yeah.
Formula
1, you'll have to pit. So there's quite a few places, and if to be fair, if Will Askew and Mr. Gray keep their nerve, they could go from 14th and 15th up to 5th.
Yeah.
I'd say they're only a pit stop away.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Pit stops. What is the pit stop around here? What, 21?
Yeah, I'd say it's early 20s because it's quite even though it doesn't look it, it's quite a long pit straight.
Yeah.
With it having that into turn 1. Angry
Angry
Badger.
Badger with a 10 seconds.
10 seconds speeding into the pit lane. I'm just riding on board with Fishers here, who is trying to catch XDF on Pro.
Angry Badger's just gone onto the softs, probably hoping for that fastest lap.
AJ is still out on this track on 21 lap hard tyres. How those tyres are still holding on, I do not know.
I'm surprised they haven't popped yet.
How many stops has everybody? He is the only driver yet to stop. Everybody else has made at least one pit stop, with most of the grid have actually stopped twice.
To be fair, that is very, very good going.
It is. It does look like he's staying competitive though, as well. Stringy B picks
There's a bit of a
up
gap
his
forming
second.
between first, second, third and fourth now. There's 3 seconds between Lewis and Mini Plattis. There's about 800th of a second from
Oh, what happened to AJ there? What happened there? On entry to the pit, he lost it.
Did he lose his wing?
Yeah, and he's knocked his wing off. He also got a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane, gone onto those medium tyres, and there's a VSC. That was very strange.
Oh no.
I don't understand what happened there. I was riding on board with AJ as he come in, and all of a sudden his car just jerked to the right.
Oh, they're keeping him in for 10 seconds as well.
If
that changes from virtual to a normal safety car, that could change everything in this race.
He can't have served his penalty. No, he hasn't.
I think they held him in. Is it not?
No. There's some penalties going on here. So we've got Mr. Gray, who's on a 3-second time penalty. We've got AJ, who's on 10 seconds. That is speeding in the pit lane. We've got Stringy B, who's on 19 seconds of penalties. And Boss Membrane is currently on 20 seconds of penalties. Right, well, we're just under this VSC. We'll run through the order, shall we? So, Toby's currently leading this race. On those hard tyres, he's 2.3 seconds up the road from Oliver Whittleston in P2. Just as I start this, the track goes green and we race again. Benji Bucket moves up to P6. Lewis enters the pits and drops himself down to P9. Yeah, so we've got Toby leading this race. Oliver Whittleston in second with his Haas teammate of Mini Plattis behind him, P3. XDF1 Pro is P4 with I Fishers behind him. In P5, Mr. Formula 1, another championship contender, is in P6. With Bexham Boy having the race of his life, currently P7. Benji Bucket has just dropped down to P8. He must have had a moment at some point, because he was running P6, I think. Lewis is P9 and James Askew rounds out the top 10. So again, let's have a look at tyre strategies. We've got James Askew's just come out on softs. They're going to the end. Stringy B, Boss Membrane, PJH and Angry Badger are also on soft tyres.
Got a yellow flag.
Sector 1, Mini Plattis in the box.
It's Angry Badger. He's spun it on the hairpin. Second corner. Corner, sorry.
Turn 3.
Yep.
With that silly name. We've got Benji Bucket coming in.
Yeah, that's the one with the silly name.
Benji Bucket is having a new front wing. That's a shame because he had such a good sprint race. And all that work and effort he put in is being undone in the future.
I'm surprised he's put the mediums on.
Yeah, me too.
I'm surprised he's put the mediums on and not put the softs on, to be fair.
Mini Plattis, who is on fresh medium tyres all over the back of Mr. Formula, looks to go around the outside of him before the DRS zone. That is a fantastic move. That move is done even before we enter the braking zone. Wow, what a great move. Just shows the difference in tyres. That 19 laps those mediums
Just
have
to
done
take
on
you
this
back to
Formula
what I
1.
said before the sprint race,
Yeah,
XDF1 Pro, if he was actually to feature in that sprint race, I reckon he would have been up there challenging Oliver and Toby at this precise moment.
yeah,
The fact that
100%.
he's only 14 seconds behind, but at the same time, he is up 17 positions.
Started at the back of this field, is currently
Yep.
running in a podium position. XDF1 Pro on this game has really found his feet.
He's phenomenally quick, to be fair.
Doesn't matter what race he's in, he's always looking like he can challenge for the win. If it wasn't for starting at the back today, he would certainly be there with Toby. Looking.
And the thing is, I think Oliver might have to pit again, so that's going to put him down to P3, P4 possibly.
That's
because he's on 14 lap mediums.
Yeah,
they're
I'm
not
just
going to last
looking.
they're not going to last another 9 laps.
No, yeah, I'm just looking at that. So let me look. Let's do gap to leader. So between Oliver, he could actually drop to P5. Mini practice in P5 is 22 seconds behind Oliver. That is a pit stop. No, tyres might not last that long. Baxton boy coming into the pits now. Really taking it steady.
So that'll push F1 Pro up to second, Fisher's up to third, Mini Plattis to fourth, and then how has Mr. Formula 1 held them mediums for 21 laps?
It surely won't be going to the end on them.
I'd hope not.
What I would probably do is go as long as possible, put some softs on and look to take the fastest lap. We've got Yellers in sector 1, that's Stringy B, who has binned it in turn 3, and that has brought out the safety car. It has probably just saved Oliver's skin. And Oliver pits, and Toby's missed it. Oh, but Toby manages to get past the safety car, meaning that he will also be able to pit. This is going to be soft tyres all round, I know it is. Oliver, softs. XDF1 Pro comes in. Fishers is also in. Mini Plattis follows suit. Yep. Yeah, this is going to be everybody in. Soft tyres. Yeah, Formula 1's in. Mr. Formula 1 picks up 10-second time penalty. Lewis
that has
is
just
in.
Changed.
The Askew brothers are both in. AJ comes round the final corner. I imagine it's going to be, this is going to be a full grid in for soft tyres.
This is going to make it an interesting 8 laps.
But let's not forget, Bexon boy has just come out on fresh softs, so he doesn't need to pit. He's going to move up. He'll probably get P8 here. Is he going to? No, he's going to get P9. No, he's going to get P9.
Yeah, right.
Bexon boy takes a lot of positions there. He boxed the lap earlier. Manages to keep hold of P9. Toby's just come in. He will also throw on a set of soft tyres, take him to the end of the race. Oliver Whittleston is not going to be able to come out in front, unfortunately for him. Toby will keep that P1. Toby's tyres will also be 1 lap fresher than everybody else as well, because he did that extra lap on his hards.
The thing is the pack going to catch up to the safety car? I know it's only 1 minute, what is it, 1 minute 9?
Well, it'd be 1:12 average, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
So
you've got like the Cinders and Angry Badger are almost a lap down. So they've got some catching up to do.
Toby's caught up with the safety car.
Let me just look at penalties, because the likes of Mr. Formula and Boss Membrane are both on 10-second time penalties. Now, it might be worth those coming in and boxing again, putting new softs on and getting rid of those penalties.
I would be doing that.
I would do it.
Definitely be doing that.
If I was Boss Membrane, it's a no-brainer. It's got to be done. And I think as I say that, Boss Membrane comes in.
Yep, it does indeed.
He will serve that 10-second time penalty.
Yep.
He will have fresh softs on. He will be at the back, but he's only lost 2 positions from where he were. That is a very good win.
Those guys from 13th down to 17th. But I don't think they're gonna. It depends how long the safety car stays out for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a maximum of another 2 laps.
Yeah. I mean, it'd make it interesting if the safety car decided to allow them all to just catch up, but
yeah, it would.
Obviously, some of them, like Boss Membrane, he's been lapped, so he won't be.
No, he hasn't. He got out in front of the. No, he's got out in front of the safety car.
He was 1 minute 29.
No, he's Boss Membrane is just.
I thought he had something about.
He's just near the first detection point now, turn 8.
I thought he'd been lapped. That's all on me. Sorry.
No, he's not. No, he managed to come out in time. But will he catch the pack up? That's the question. So the safety car will finish this lap. It will do another lap looking at this, but the next lap will be its final lap, meaning we'll have 5 racing laps. Oliver Whittleston's just dragging that brake. You can see the smoke coming off his tyres if you ride on board with XDF1 Pro.
This is going to make it an interesting 6 laps, to be fair.
It is indeed. Yeah, and Boss Membrane will catch up to the rest of the field, I imagine.
Yeah, I think the person that's going to affect them though is Mr. Formula 1, because he's still got a 10-second penalty.
I
think it's going to end up dropping him down to about 14.
Yeah, it all depends on how much of a gap he can create. It's just going to be a case of damage limitations now for Formula, which is a shame, unfortunately.
Is that Lewis in the pits? No?
No,
what happened there?
I saw something.
It allowed Mr. Formula 1 to go up to 6th and Lewis to drop himself down to 7th.
PJH and AJ have both boxed for fresh softs. Why have they just done that? So them boys will be starting at the back now. Very strange. Right, so Boss Membrane manages to catch up with the field. PJH was almost on the back of them. It's only 4 seconds behind now. There we go, PJ catches him. Oh, we've got to think of a driver of the day as well, Rhino, by the way. It all comes down to commentators, that does. And Norris has caught the field now, so that's it. Everybody's got. We've
got to choose a driver.
Yes, mate. I have my.
Sure sorry.
I think I've got my choice, but we'll see how the rest of the race pans out. There's the confirmation. The safety car will be coming in this lap. It is now time for Toby to back the field up. He will become the safety car.
Backing them up.
He is. But if you look behind, if you look at sort of I Fisher's Mini Platters, there's a gap between Mini Platters and Mr. Formula. You wouldn't expect that in a safety car restart. You'd want to be touching the gearbox of the car in front of you, so you're not losing out. Bit of weaving into the final corner, and we're waiting for Toby to go.
The safety car's in now, and
it is, and Toby's gone. Great reactions there from Oliver and XD. Actually, those three have managed to keep together. iFisher's also on the back of XD. So let's see if everybody got through. Everybody's through. Boss Membrane dropped to the back of the field. Don't know what happened to him. He's been overtook by both PJH and AJ. Toby still leads this race and has gone purple through Sector 1. He will be doing all he can to pull that 1 second gap on Oliver. These guys are on matching tyres now. They'll be low on fuel.
Every single one of them are on matching tyres. This is going to make for great racing for the last 4 laps.
It's quality laps for the last 4 laps.
So with a purple Sector 2, this could be fastest lap territory. I'm pretty sure it will be.
This will be fastest lap, surely.
He's burning his ERS though, which is. I was saying that Oliver is as well though.
Yep, that's 1 minute 10.1.
XDF1 Pros burnt his ERS as well. I'm surprised it's burning until like the last probably 2 laps.
Yeah.
Or last lap, because I mean engine braking is just helping them out massively. They've just gone from like 20% to 52% after 3 corners.
Yeah,
which is mad.
It's crazy. Oliver has gone purple Sector 1. That's right on board with Oliver. DRS is enabled this lap. Is he going to take that fastest lap away from Toby? He's just gone purple Sector 1. He'll have the help of DRS down this straight. We've got yellows in Sector 1. That's Angry Badger. And the safety car comes back out again.
That could be end of race.
Just as Oliver takes the P1.
What happened? What actually happened?
So I don't know what happened to Angry Badger.
He must have binned it completely.
He did, yeah. He crashed out. He crashed out coming out of turn 8, I think it was.
I think that is the end of this race, to be fair.
Oliver throws a quick dummy. Nobody bought it. Except me, because I thought Oliver was coming in. Fresh start. This safety car will only be out for 1 lap.
Oliver has made it up into P1 as well.
Yeah, he has, yeah. So we have got somebody in the pits. That is AJ for a new front wing and a new set of soft tyres. It is.
The thing is, the guys behind Oliver have to be so. The reactions have to be so quick for when Oliver starts.
Yeah.
Because if they even allow Oliver to get say 500th of a second ahead off the first corner, he could easily be like second ahead.
It's finished.
So, yeah. They just need to be on their game at this point. They just concentrate. Don't try and put too much heat into your tyres, but at the same time do, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And just keep an eye on Oliver's movement, to be fair.
Right.
Because he'll try and hold that safety, he'll try and hold the pack up a fair bit, and and to the point where he'll leave it probably. I'm going to say he'll leave it until the start line, and then he'll slam his foot on.
Yeah, he's gonna leave it really late. I think the guys behind him will expect him to go, coming out of turn 14, and I don't think Oliver will. He'll let the pack right up, and he'll wait till the latest possible moment.
Safety car's in this lap then, is it?
The safety car is coming in this lap. Yeah, it told me, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon. Okay. I think Oliver's going to wait all the way up until the pit start.
He's gone early.
The pit entry.
I'm shocked at that.
Okay.
He's gone far. That's a lot earlier than I expected.
That's actually a very, very good reaction time by Toby there, to be fair.
iFisher's had a great restart. He's all over the back of XDF1 Pro. He's got that overlap going into turn 2, and has he got the balls to hang it around the outside of turn 3? He has, and they're still side by side.
What a great restart this is.
It's beautiful from those two, but we've got to keep an eye on the front two.
They are so close.
They are.
It is literally it's literally bumper to rear like for the first lap after that safety car, and this is leading into the final lap of this race of the final race of the season.
Yeah.
So 2 corners to go, and then we're on the final lap.
Oliver's just
We've got
keeping a
Oliver
little
in
bit more
P1,
battery than
Oliver P1, Toby P2, XDF1 Pro P3, with Fishers all over him at the moment. And we are on the last straight now, heading into the last lap of the race on this nice Friday evening.
Toby
we've got
dives
Toby
down
going
that
up the inside.
inside of Oliver.
Wow.
I thought that was curtains.
That was a strange move.
Yeah, it were. So we're on the final lap. Toby will have DRS for this lap. So Oliver needs to save as much battery as he can. He's on 19%. He needs to save as much battery as he can to defend against Toby.
I think Toby's trying to use as much as he can throughout the lap though, because it keeps fluctuating between 10 and 8%. Oh, he's starting to save now.
He'll save now for the final straight.
Oliver's saving already. Oliver started saving already.
Oliver's using a bit now.
Is it.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oliver's saved it.
Enter the final sector. We're coming up to the final 2 corners now. Oliver has got a 3.5 tenths gap to Toby. Toby's only got 10% battery.
Round
the final corner. Is Oliver going to take the win, or will Toby take it on the line? Oliver wins this race with Toby finishing just a tenth behind him. XDF1 Pro takes P3 and finishes on the podium from the back of the grid. Fishers takes P4, which is, I believe, will be enough to win this championship. Lewis takes P5.
What a great race that was.
We'll ask you P6. That was a brilliant race. All through the grid.
What a great race.
There was battling everywhere. The boys at the front swapping positions.
For my first comms race, that was a good watch, to be fair. Very well done to all the drivers. I think
the game has picked
screen speaks for itself, to be fair. That's I think who my driver of the day is, to be fair, because if he was part of that sprint race, he would have been up there with Toby and Oliver sooner rather than later.
I agree. Although Oliver and Toby both had a great race. Oliver used the alternative strategy, but
you can't take it away from him.
No, he starts P20 for this feature race and he finishes it in P3 on the podium.
That's a great race.
That's not an easy thing to do.
No, especially around this track.
As you say, Rhino, I think if he started further up the grid, he would have been well in for the fight for the win. So there we go. We've got Oliver.
We've got Toby taking the fastest lap as well.
He did. Oliver wins this race. Started in pole, wins. Toby takes P2 with the fastest lap. XD finishes up the podium. Fishers takes P4 and probably the championship. Lewis finishes P5. We'll ask him in P6. His brother James finishes 7th with Benji Bucket finishing 8th. That's not a bad recovery. Mini Platters finished P9. Becksham Boy finishes in top 10. And then I can't remember the rest because I didn't get time.
That was a very good race. I've enjoyed being here, to be fair, mate. It's been a pleasure being your assistant commentator for the night. I've jumped in at the last minute, so
it's a pleasure to have you, mate.
It's been a very enjoyable spectate, to be fair.
It's not easy to commentate on a race, I'll give you that.
Oh, definitely not. Especially with my first time as well.
Try it on your own, mate, next.
Huh?
You have to try one on your own, it's even worse. So, there we go.
Hopefully I can make more Wednesday nights in the future.
Yeah, that'd be nice, yeah. That'd be nice. So yeah, that's Podium Division done for this season. Well done to Oliver for winning that race. Well done, Toby and XD, finishing on the podium. XD's got to be the driver of the day. Fully deserves that. Fishers, I do think he's won the championship, so congratulations to you, mate. you get to choose your car for next season if you decide to race full time. The next season will probably start a week on Friday. We normally have a 1 week break to sort everything out, sort the cars out, the calendars out, etc. And then we go again. It should be your normal comms team of F1ology Vettel should be back on comms from the start of next season, but we will see. If he doesn't make it, then it'll be myself and maybe Rhino again.
I'll be more than happy to fill in whenever you need me, mate. To be fair, I'm not busy on Friday nights, so I'll jump in and watch and keep tabs on stuff. So
Lovely stuff. Well,
yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me on for the night, for the comms, for the sprint and the feature.
yeah.
Well done to all the racers, and I just want to give out a massive shout out to you and the lads that are running, obviously, all these divisions within the league and stuff as well, to help facilitate all these drivers that want to improve and obviously get better within like an esports scene and competitive scene for the game.
Thanks, mate. It's a difficult job, but when I have people tell me we're doing a good job, it makes it all worth it. And watching races like we've just witnessed there, where we've had great battling throughout, it's
Yep,
puts a smile on my face. So we'll leave it there,
that's it, mate.
and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye now.
Catch you in a bit.